What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now in today's video, I want to cover a topic that I've received a lot of questions on, and that is what I do for a living and how I was able to afford my absolute dream car at the age of 21. Now I know this isn't a Ferrari, it's not a Lamborghini, but personally this is my absolute dream car. I don't think I'll ever be able to sell this. The fact that it's one of about 600 cars that will ever be produced in this color this year is just incredible. And I think I'll keep it forever. So let's hop right into it. I know you guys see these packages behind me. I know you saw me load them up in the previous clip. And a ton of you guys have been asking, hey, what do you do for a living? How are you able to afford your Focus RS? Because I know there's a ton of people out there that want to get a Focus RS and aren't quite sure how to do it. So this isn't some cookie cutter stuff where I'm gonna tell you, oh, you can get rich in 30 days or you can be able to afford an RS in 30 days. But to give you guys a little brief rundown of what I do for a living is I sell on eBay and Amazon. So I sell mainly on Amazon, a little bit on eBay, but mostly on Amazon. And to give you guys a little backstory, I used to work in the supplement world. I still bodybuild because it's what I love to do. Bodybuilding is still what I love to do, and I just genuinely loved helping other people. So I sold supplements for a long time, but I wasn't making very much money. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I graduated high school and I just was sick of working for other people. I had been fired from multiple jobs and I just didn't enjoy what I was doing any longer. So that is when I decided to look up some YouTube videos of how to make money online, how to work from home, which is really, in the grand scheme of things, what I wanted to do, and now here we are today. So I started off, believe it or not, by selling used clothing on eBay, and I actually made a killing doing that. So I'd go around to Goodwills, Salvation Armies, and I would buy clothing for, say, $4 to $5, and some pieces I would sell upwards of like 40 to 50 bucks. So the return on investment was great with clothing. I absolutely loved that niche, but it was a lot of work. And I noticed, which, I mean, entrepreneurship in general is a lot of work, but I was pulling like 50, 60-hour weeks just to kind of get by. And so that kind of is what led me to be able to afford my Fiesta ST, which I'll throw a picture up on the screen right here if you guys haven't seen that car. But I owned the Fiesta ST before I bought the Focus RS. So after about 6 months of buying and selling clothes on eBay, I realized, hey, I'm making way more money selling used clothes on eBay than I am at my part-time job. So that is when I decided to pull the trigger. I quit my job and I worked full-time for myself. So I sold on eBay for a very long time and I absolutely loved it. It was great. eBay is still, I still do a few $1,000s in sales on eBay a month, but it's nothing crazy. It's just kind of there to maintain in case something was to happen with Amazon. But now I do what's called Fulfillment by Amazon. It's called FBA. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but basically what I do is all my inventory that I collect throughout the week, I take one day a week and I send it all into Amazon warehouses. So once the item arrives to the Amazon warehouse, it is then active and live and people can buy that item. The beauty of what I do is once I send out the product to Amazon, I don't have to touch it. So I don't deal with returns, I don't deal with customer support, I don't deal with any of the shipping or anything like that. So it's a very nice business model because of the fact that it's not as much work as eBay. It still is a lot of work, but it's not as much. So that is what I do for a living. That is how I'm able to afford multiple vehicles. I have the Subaru Legacy now. I have the Focus RS. Now this, I'm not gonna say I paid cash for it. It's still, I got a loan on it. My payment really isn't that expensive each month. And to me, I'd rather have that capital than to pay cash for a car. So I now own the Subaru and the Focus RS. I've had the Fiesta ST back in the past. And then before that, if some of you guys know, I had the 2008 Subaru Legacy GT, which I sold to get the Fiesta, and then now I have the same car again. So it's kind of funny how that all works. But that is what I do for a living. If you guys want to know more about what I've done and how I've gotten to the point where I'm at, please let me know. I know a lot of you guys have been curious about what I do and how I sell on Amazon and all of that. And I am thinking about designing a course to help people like you who want to work for yourselves or want to start making a little bit of side income. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, please let me know. We're actually headed over to Dale's house right now and we're gonna wash the car because if you guys have seen the Focus RS, it is absolutely filthy and she needs a bath. So we're gonna go fully detail her and then go and get some Instagram photos for you guys. So stay tuned. We finally made it over to Dale's house. The RS is absolutely filthy. So we're gonna go ahead, wash it, detail it, and then we're gonna pull Dale's SI in. We're gonna also wash that. So you guys will see the transformation. The car is absolutely filthy. As you guys can tell, So let's get her clean.
I wonder where all this trash in my yard's coming from though.
Oh, it's frozen.
Not again. I've been out all day.
I know, that is weird. So since we live in Colorado, the hose was completely frozen, so we're gonna do the bucket method. We're gonna fill it up, get it wet, wash it. We're gonna see how it goes. We might just end up spraying them off at car washes, but we're gonna try and see how it goes. All right, car is all clean, so excited. It's been way too long since we've given her a bath, so she now looks super shiny. So we're gonna head out, we're gonna go take some photos of the car. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to see the photos. I'm gonna pop it right up here. So let's head out, take some photos of the car. We're gonna go to like a kind of an industrial spot to see if we can get some good shots of the vehicle. Not sure if we will. It's about 4 o'clock, sun goes down at 5, so it's kind of that perfect time to shoot the vehicles. So let's see if we can get some good photos. So I figured now that the lighting is prime, it's about 4:30. Look at how nicely she cleaned up. I swear, this red, especially in the sunlight, looks almost orange. Every time I see this car, I fall more in love with it. And then you guys haven't seen a great look at the tint yet, so here it is. Really cleans up the car. No more fishbowl. And yeah, she looks great. Made it back home, had to hit the gym, get all swollen stuff, and the RS is all put away for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of insight I gave you on what I do for a living, how I afford the Focus RS, and my other vehicle out there. If you guys want to know more about it, leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to film a video on what it is exactly I do, how to get into it, how to start what I do. I'm actually heading up to Denver tomorrow, which I'm so excited about, and I'm supposed to review a 600 horsepower Focus ST, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to review it, but 110% we're throwing the RS on the dyno, so the RS is finally gonna get dyno tuned. It is on stage 1 currently, with just stage 1 tune and a high flow filter from Cobb. That is it as far as modifications go, so I hope you guys are excited to see what kind of power numbers the RS puts down. It's gonna be on an all-wheel drive dyno, so we won't have to disconnect the all-wheel drive system, so we will get a very, very accurate reading, and we are up at altitude, so we're about at 6,000 feet above sea level, so I'm super excited to see what kind of power the RS puts down. If you guys are excited, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you guys next time.